Perhaps they will get bored of us. One can only hope.
No one can get bored of Roz.
Hive Claw! In such a place. Joan and Jode must have sent you. Raz needs a small favor, if you can spare a moment. It concerns the two large thugs over there. They try so hard to look intimidating. Almost adorable, yes?
What's the deal with the two thugs?
They are tailing Raz. Raz already has tail, far sleeker than they and less clumsy to boot. But still, this one cannot complete his mission without first being rid of these annoying fleas.
And what mission is that?
A mission most intriguing, yes? The pirate Captain Redblade seeks to raise an armada. Only Raz's sharp wits and sharper claws can stop this. So this one asks a favor. Distract the thugs, so Raz might slip out this side door. What do you say?
All right, I'll distract him.
Distract the thugs, and Raz will slip away. Then, meet this one outside near the tavern. Raz is reminded of that time in Velen Harbor. A bar, a pair of nasty thugs, and nowhere to go but out a window. Raz was picking glass out of his fur for days.
That doesn't sound like a good story there. Well, any suggestions?
Surely something will help you. Perhaps they can be driven away by a staged accident. Or perhaps you can find someone else to deal with them. That's what Raz did.
Well, how you been, Roz?
As sleek and fragrant as ever, Five Claw. Raz must say he could get used to the salt air and delicious food of the archipelago. The drinks taste like bilge water, though. Such a pity.
How are things in Somerset Isle?
Oh, politics as usual. Raz would have stuck around to help with the cleanup. He was just getting friendly with the proxy queen. But alas, duty called, and he had to leave those beautiful beaches behind. You know how it is.
Yes. And at least you don't have to chase down a sweet roll killer, right?
Ah, yes, our adventure with the lovely Naryu. Seems like so long ago now. Do you think she remembers Raz? Hmm? Surely no. But perhaps. But no. But perhaps?
Perhaps. And how's the Noon Bane selling in?
The main. She is a treasure. One of the reasons Queen Irene felt it safe to travel. The Dominion is a fragile thing, you know. Some days Raz thinks he can feel its heartbeat in his paw. But heroes like the main make the world just a bit safer.
Let's talk about something else.
By all means, Five Claw, ask away.
What can you tell me more about why you're here?
Shh, too many ears listen here, friend. Raz arrived in advance, as Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri made ready to travel to High Isle. Then, Raz caught a whiff of something bad, and this one was given leave to follow his nose.
Follow your nose to the fruit flavors. How's Queen? So how is Queen Irene already?
The Queen is well, thanks to you. This one heard all the details. The Ascendant Order, the talks, a daring escape from a moldering old fort. Raz will not soon let her forget what happened when he was not at her side.
So how goes the talks?
Not yet begun from what this one has heard. Knowing the players, this is a card game that will take many hands to play out. Between you and Raz, great things may come of these talks, but we must all be patient and try not to get our hopes up.
What distracted your nose?
A scent he has not detected in a long, long time. From one of his earliest missions as an Eye of the Queen. We can talk more of this stench when not so many listen in, yes? As sleek and fragrant as ever, Five. Oh, Paulette, By all means, Five Claw, ask away.
One more thing. You ever find a saddle that doesn't pinch your tail?
Ha! You remembered. The queen had one made for her eye. It was a touching gift. Raz will not lie. He may have shed a tear. Now he can ride without his sleek tail getting pulled. Truly, it is the little things that matter.
Tis the little things. All right. So.
Begone, sludge. I'm not here to make friends.
Not looking for a conversation, stranger.
So these two are distracting here.
Ho there, townsfolk. Pay a coin for a tune?
Hey there, get you something?
I said, as far as establishments go, this one is at the very top. The absolute nadir. Nigh toxic postals, deplorable clientele, sagging architecture. It has nearly everything I'm seeking. Very nearly.
What's missing?
A tavern brawl, of course. A fracas, a melee, a clash between two wretched souls sodden with drink. When I first heard of this establishment, I was expecting violence enough to make a Kvatch arena fighter blush.
So you're gonna pick a fight?
Well, I couldn't possibly. I mean, I am a proud son of Somerset, trained in the fencing arts by a retired Welkener. I might do mortal harm to any mere bar fighter.
Thanks anyways.
You look hungry, Sandpiper? We have the finest kitchen in the city. Well, the finest kitchen on the block. Well, we got a kitchen. Anyway, why not try some traditional archipelago fare?
Do you have anything like really memorable? I'm surprised my friends here.
Oh, well, let's see. We have a variety of fish stews. Those are always popular when Angler's Day comes around. Fruit pastries. The nobles love those. And then we have some druid fare, like Ifalon Surprise.
Ifalon surprise.
It's a druid delicacy. A sheep's bladder filled with milk and curdled with sacred herbs. Then we split the bladder, stuff the curds with fish, sew it back up again, and leave it to ferment. Delicious, if you can get past the odor.
Care for a bit of musical accompaniment with your drink? You could be enjoying that tasty brew while listening to a self-taught savant. Not that these swine know what they're missing.
Self-taught. That's a good sign. Don't want to see you play.
They only want to hear the old standards. I, however, only play original compositions. The uninformed may call them screeching and cacophonous, but that's only because I'm not famous yet.
Maybe you could play for our friends over there.
I'd be happy to. Always nice to meet an appreciator of true art. Now, there's just the matter of my payment.
Okay.
Care for a bit? I'd be happy to. Always nice to meet an appreciator of true art.
All right, we're gonna do this first.
Now, there's just the matter of my payment.
Yep, here you go.
One original song coming right up.
Beef with it. Knock off that racket.
Some people just don't appreciate real talent.
Last time I studied here, some drunkard threw shells all over my book.
Ho there, townsfolk.
Hey there, get you something?
Pay a coin for a tune?
A tavern?
My friends over there are spoiling for a fight.
I'm a proud, truly. I suppose I have to come all this way. It would be silly to leave without getting the full experience. Very well.
Yes, very.
Just point me to these friends of yours, and I shall give you a challenge forthwith.
Right over there. Have good luck.
I say, you fobbing rascals, bilge breath jackanapes, I've 5 coins that say you are too soft to prove your mettle. Let us engage in fisticuffs.
5 coins? Sounds good. Ha!
Damn. How are you gonna get your coins now? He's knocked out cold.
Oh there, Tamsin.
Oh, well, it's a druid.
That's perfect.
I'd be happy to, but chef has asked that we not serve it unless the customer is a true gourmand, someone who knows food inside and out. We've had a few angry customers, you understand? The smell really is quite powerful.
Trust me, I know food. Just look at my recipe list.
Here we go. One Iffalon surprise. Enjoy, you two.
Well, Kinnereth's reeking bilge. What is that smell?
You'd be surprised how many people run when we serve them the Iffalon surprise. I wonder why we keep it on the menu.
It's like Groundhog Day. We keep on going back. Did his, did hers, did his.
Hey there, get you something?
Warning, do not touch the cask. Content of this ale cask is extreme pressure. Under no circumstance you tamper with it. You've been warned.
I read that grapefruit burns with a different flame, but I've never...
Guards!
Oh.
Catch that thief! That's just
What
embarrassing.
in oblivion?
Whoops. Sorry, Amber.
Such an effective distraction. Raz could not have done it better himself.
We did it 4
I
times.
say we continue this collaboration. This one promised to grow, and he would like to make good on the promise.
So you can't pay me right now then.
Did this one give you the impression he could? Continue to help the Queen's Eye, and you will be paid handsomely. As handsome as Raz.
So not much? Ooh.
You keep running from the
Yeah,
law.
here's your money, here's your money.
Good deal.
Was
On your
that?
way
You
now.
could have taken them.
Amber. Amber. Relax. We'll run away later. Pass.
Such an effective distraction. Did this one give you the impression he
What do you help with now?
Were you not paying attention? To stop a pirate. Redblade is gathering crew and ships to build an armada.
It's a gulping ASMR,
They
sorry.
would send every port from Alinor to Balmora. Their plan hinges on a secret, a trove thought lost and forgotten.
Trove like a treasure trove?
Just so, the Arcalarius bequest. A ludicrous fortune sent by ship to Galen during the final years of Emperor Varen's reign. It was thought lost at sea, but somehow Red Blade has learned its true location.
True location. Could they have just already claimed it?
As far as Raz can tell, no. We must find
Why
the
not?
bequest first. Luckily, this one has a place to start. Another eye, years ago, sought to recover the bequest. And what do you say? Help Raz claim this prize and save the day?
I'll help you. Where do we start?
This one knew you would agree. 90% of the time, Raz's instincts never fail him. You remember the thugs
What about the other
who took
10%?
Raz's tail? We must find them. The tailed will become the tailed. Poetic, yes?
We could have just beaten them up and asked. So why bother with the thugs? Shouldn't we just go after the treasure?
First things first, Five Claw. We must learn what our enemies already know. That means tailing those two back to their boss. Trust Raz. This is his bread and butter. Or cake and jam, which Raz likes better.
Let's go. That should be a bit better, I think. Testing 1, 2. All right.
Pirates become more brazen every day.
Where did that cat
When
skulk
is
off
House
to?
Mornard
I
going
told
to
you to
do
keep an eye on him.
You know, House Dufort never has these problems.
You were
on
there
their own.
too.
Person.
That's not entirely
Should we tell the
true.
We've got to
boss?
report
There are
in.
those incidents with
But let's
the
shake loose a few
Ascendant
payments
Order.
first. Maybe he'll go easier on us. Hold up. I swear, I heard something behind us. Huh. Could have sworn... guess not.
Ow.
Wait,
Could this be
is
the
that the
same
cat?
group? No way these
No.
thugs stopped an eye of the queen.
Huh. Could have sworn... guess not.
Like 3 cats. And Raz, what are you Raz, are you making out with that cow? I swear. Every city, Raz, it's another woman. Maybe some guys, I don't know. There's Queen Irene, and the Proxy Queen.
These two are criminals, not
A lot of
pirates.
queens, Raz. A lot of
Their boss
queens.
must be
Hang on.
working with Red
I think I
Blade.
saw something. Huh. Could have sworn...
No, nothing. Nothing at all. Really.
Wait, is that the cat?
Ow, we're back here.
Huh. Could have sworn... guess
I
not.
swore nothing. Go on.
Raz begins to see the pieces fall into place. But let's confirm his suspicions.
What pieces?
Hang on. I think I saw something.
What?
Huh. Could have sworn... guess not. Huh. Could have sworn... guess not.
Come on, let's go.
All right. Time to tell the boss we lost the cat. All right. Time to tell the boss we lost the cat.
Well, Raz, what now?
Well, they took their time. But Raz has learned what he needed.
Whatever.
Well, now we know who we are dealing with. That is both good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
Raz knows who the thugs work for. The Tailed Tail used a members-only entrance to the local outlaws' refuge. Just inside the refuge is a gambling parlor owned by a local crime boss called Eve Grandvatch.
Why is that good news?
If Granvatch is backing Redblade, the sharp claws of knowledge will undo them. This one has dealt with Granvatch before. Raz will have to wear a disguise, but that is a small price to pay.
All right, and the bad news?
Raz mentioned another eye who fell tracking the bequest, a skilled agent named Ronia. Raz always believed Granvatch was behind her death, but could not prove it. Her ciphered notes were never recovered. Granvatch must have finally cracked them.
So Granvatch and Redblade are using spy notes then?
That is Raz's best guess. The only way we can be sure is to get in there and find out. Go, enter the Outlaw's Refuge and make your way to the gambling parlor. This one will meet you inside once he has donned the perfect disguise.
All right, I'll go in the game parlor. I'll wait for you, Raz.
Raz will see you inside. Keep a keen eye open. With this one's disguise, you will have a hard time recognizing Raz.
You dealt with Granvatch before?
When we were both younger, and Eve had yet to set up his little empire. The tale features a sea serpent, an Argonian opera singer, and a relic called Ariel's lute. Ask Rose about it sometime. It's a good one.
Can you tell me more about Ronia?
Ronia was one of the very first eyes of the Queen. Raz only knew her for a few moons. She was a legend, an example for us all. Many of her missions are still kept secret to this day.
She was great. She was wonderful. I still don't know anything she did because it's all classified. Here's Outlaw Refuge.
They have plenty of lint and dirt in their pockets, though.
Keep your voice down, my friend. And take a moment to appreciate this one's subtle disguise.
Subtle. It's still red.
Now let's focus. Raz heard the waitstaff say that Granvatch's office is through the high-stakes suite. That could pose a problem.
Yes, yes. And the other problem is, how many Khajiit do we know that have red hair? Only one I know. Azimdar. How's this going to pose a problem,
The High Roller Suite, they call it the Patrician Suite, is for game winners only. This is where you come in. Raz has an idea. One of the games they play is Tales of Tribute. Are you familiar with this card game?
Yes.
Excellent. Raz cannot risk being recognized, so you must play in his place. Here, take these chips. Do not ask where he got them. After you win, head up to the
Where'd you get him,
Patrician
Raz?
Suite, and do not worry. Raz will be close behind.
Thanks, Raz. See you after a game.
You will play well, Five Claw. Raz is sure of it. This one will stand by, looking casual. He's very good at this. Raz has had a great deal of practice.
Oh, do you have any tribute tips?
Apologies, Five Claw. This one is far better at dice than card games. Just ask the Queen if Razumdar is safe to challenge in dice. Her answer will be pointed and memorable.
I need to ask her later.
Salutations, newcomer. We're playing Tales of Tribute at this table. I see you have a stake. Are you interested in a game?
Yep, here's the chips. Let's play.
As the guest wishes, of course. Present your decks and we shall play.
Play some tribute. It'll take forever if I don't get it to get it out of the way. Ooh, Ember likes that. Raz, do we spend enough time in there?
Head inside. Do not worry. Raz will be quick behind. Well done, Five Claw. Let's hunker down and see what we can see.
Would we be sneaking like this? Where's your disguise?
Keep your head down, and let's see what we can learn.
We can learn from these people here.
Hello.
Avoid the third table. Loros's fingers are lighter than a breeze.
What?
Done, Five
Can we
Claw.
stay here for a while?
Let's hunker down
There we go.
and see what we can see.
We need to talk.
Are we going to discuss how your thugs lost track of the cat? I may need to cut you out, Grand Vatch. In
Red
more
Blade.
ways than one.
Let's get in there. What? Ronia?
Damned cat.
Intruders! Guards! To me!
This one will grab some documents. Make tracks, Five Claw.
Hey.
I have no idea who you are, but you'll pay for this.
Oh, don't look so sour.
Like Corneo in Final Fantasy VII. Razumdar?
Things have taken a turn, Five Claw.
Oh?
Of all the places this search could have led us, Raz did not think it would be to a dead eye of the Queen. Not to Ronia.
So Renea was the Eye of the Queen you mentioned before. She didn't die?
It seems that way. This one supposes he should not be surprised. A spy faking their own death happens more often than you may think. But why? What of the treasure? This red blade persona? Raz smells a rotten tail lurking beneath his whiskers.
I wonder if spies faking their own death is like how they take vacations. It's like constantly like, hey, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm taking next Friday off. Does this change the mission?
No, not a bit. Ronia, Red Blade, whatever she calls herself now. Her goal is still the same. To find the bequest, form a pirate fleet, and plunder the ports of Tamriel. We have to stop her from finding the treasure.
So how do we find the bequest? We didn't learn anything from Grand Vatch, right?
Ah, but during our daring escape, Raz helped himself to a few letters. It seems our friend was a prodigious scrivener. The letters may have the answers we seek.
You were talking about Kinrendro when you mentioned spies fake their own deaths.
Crinrendro? Oh, Moon Sugar Biscuits, him? What an oaf. Cariel told Raz all about your adventure at Palat. Yes, just like Kryn. Former spies become claws in this side. A saying too real by half these days.
Didn't you fake your own death that time?
No. Sometimes, little kitten, Raz must do things he does not like. Up to and including making his friends think he has died. It was just at one time, Raz thinks. Is that right?
Maybe.
No, not a bit.
How are we gonna find the bequest?
But during our daring escape, Raz
So good
helped
letters.
himself. Seems
Ledger.
the crime boss has connections
Bertino.
all around the region. Raz will pass this along when we are done here.
Bertino, please make sure these notes. Please pass these notes around. I haven't the time or inclination. Our crimson loving friends for a great deal of attention. Vestier. We're temporarily stepping back from our operations of Vestier. The contract of Red Blade is too important. Leave enough staff in the parlor to ensure security, and send the rest of the dig site near Fallen's Thicket. If any of the locals get brave while our attention is elsewhere, we can deal with them after we find the bequest. Coughlin Bay. Get some of the locals beating the underbrush. I think the Ascended Order is an opportunity for business. In the meantime, make sure we keep working with Gaval Duetel. He's an inn we can use. We have to find the right leverage for hunting. We have Angler Cold Eye to thank for our newest opportunity. Let me know when these scouts return from the Carved Hills. It would be a fascinating opportunity. We need to let this play out. Albus Landing. It's a mess over there. The guild, the Iron Wheel. It's all too hot by half. I'm gonna pull our people out, pull our people back, and wait for things to sort themselves out. I'll be paying Al-Nubi to keep us in the loop. Otherwise, we're done there for now. Letter from God.
Raz thinks Eve regrets going into business. Hold your paws. Based on this, Red Blade is at a dig site on the coast, somewhere near Fawn's Thicket.
Yes.
Back into the fray then. Raz will meet you at Fawn's Thicket, Five Claw.
Boss, I understand the ridiculous pirates helped us get this started, but there's no help at the dig site. I only wish that we weren't. I almost wish they weren't with us at Fawn's Thicket. I've had to send workers back to Varsiers a couple times now because of the drunken brawls. They kept getting offended because we were digging too loudly. One of them got themselves drowned by the surf at the entrance. How's a pirate drown in high water? And the lady herself, Red Blade, she's always watching. She's got this very unnerving aura about her. It gives me a dark feeling. If you can get those sea dogs to hang back, we'll be down there with the treasure a lot faster. Dad.
Sounds like the thicket is where we'll find the bequest. Raz would bet a stack of coins in a Skywatch frog race that Red Blade will be there as well. He will meet you there, Five Claw. Razumdar has to retrieve some tools for this job.
Mm-hmm. And by tools, he means Whiskerect. A nice thicket. Let's see. Let's head outside town and see if it shows up on the map better. Ba, 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 ba. Call. Bonsley is a rowdy. They play and hunt throughout the day. Almost through this. Stealth all the way through. Do 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 do.
This must be it.
Briny Hollow Sea
Let's get
Cave.
inside.
Say anything? No words of wisdom from Razumdar?
Ronia must be here somewhere, and likely she's not alone. Ronia, Redblade, whatever she calls herself. She must be here somewhere.
We'll find her. Raz, why do we have to talk, huh?
Look at that ship. It must be the vessel that carried the Aquilarius bequest years ago. We need a plan, Five Claw. Luckily, Roz came with one prepared.
What are you thinking?
We must get dramatic.
Dramatic.
We collapse the cavern, bury the ship, and deny the world the Aquilarius bequest. There's enough stone in this cavern to ensure this treasure is never, ever found. What do you think?
Why bury the treasure there? Like, isn't this a lot of gold to give up?
Eve didn't exactly impress Raz with the quality of his operation. Who knows how many people are aware of this place? And if the Covenant, the Pact, or even the Dominion found out, Galen could become a new front in the Three Banners War.
All right. So how do we collapse it?
Raz hung back in Vastir to get these. Some alchemical charges. He had them made specially by a Vindusk Ranger for an operation that never happened. Look for the pillars holding up the ceiling. Place one on each, and when we're ready, boom!
One charge in each, got it.
Raz will place the charges this way. You follow the path and place the others. Good luck.
The eyes mean nothing to me now. The bequest belongs to Captain Redblade.
There you are. Move your paws and let's get out of here.
Yep, we destroyed the entire cave without even killing the main boss. I want to see if Raz will actually comment about that.
It's done, Five Claw. Ronia could not have survived the cave-in, and the Aquilarius bequest is buried for good. Ross could use a break.
It actually recognizes the fact I did not kill Raz in this. That's nice. On PTS, it mentioned like you did what you had to do. In this, it recognizes we avoided her, we never fought her, so she must have died in the cave-in. What happens now, Raz?
First, Raz will sleep for a week. Then he will report to the Queen. This one thinks he may just leave Ronia's name out of his report. But you, Five Claw, are someone worth mentioning. Here, as promised, your reward. Moons keep you safe.
Raz and Dara's second best mental adventures in Galen. A Khajiit claw has carved the letter R in the base of the seasoned, well-used bow.
Who knows? Perhaps Raz will meet a nice druid boy while he is here. This one likes plants as much as the next Khajiit. Galen really is quite beautiful, yes?
Yes. So, do you mind if I ask you a few questions before you rest?
Of course, of course. You would think Raz was going to curl up and fall asleep right here at your feet. Huh. Actually, that is not a bad idea.
You think people will really stop looking for the treasure?
Raz hopes so, Five Claw. Most folk believe the treasure was just a story anyway. And if anyone follows hints from Vastir to the caves, well, they'll have to dig out a mountainside for even a handful of coins. In this one's opinion, a job well done.
How do you feel have to deal with a former eye?
Not great, kitten, not great. Raz wishes he could say he was even surprised, but he's not. This war. Raz knows in his heart the Dominion is on the right side of things, but it has gone on so long, and so things like this will continue to happen.
What are the other eyes up to these days?
Raz believes we have an operation coming up somewhere in Black Marsh. It's been some time since this one got to make friends with an Argonian. Scales and fur make such a lovely compliment, don't you think?
Skellies and furries, yay. Well, take care of yourself, Raz.